Hi, it's Dr. Joe, the anti-aging doctor in beautiful Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And I think that life is like the Caddy Shack. And specifically when we would caddy, it was back in the old days at Woodmar Country Club, no longer in existence. It was a great country club, great course. No longer in existence, in Hammond, Indiana. And the course was great. The caddies were great. The experience was great. To be a caddy, you had to be tougher than a nail, because it wasn't about, well, doing the course was hard enough, but there's a lot of tough kids there, and you fought your way to the top of that. One of the games that we played was Mumbly Peg. You take a knife and you throw it into the wood. Very interesting. It took a lot of coordination, took skill. They quit it. They wouldn't let us do it after a while because they said it was too dangerous. Kid got a knife stuck in his hand. Blood went everywhere. Must have hit an artery. And another game we used to play was slap. You put your hands out like that and you try to bring, the person would put their hands at their side to try to slap your hands. And you had to move your hands out of the way, and if you moved him before he moved his arm, then they got a free slap on your hand. So it was brutal. But then there was another game which was even more brutal. It was hide the belt. It was my favorite. You get a belt and you take it and you hide it somewhere back on this field, and then everybody had to go walk into this field, and the guy who hit it would be walking in the field too, and he knew where it was. So when enough people got past that belt, he would get that belt out, and he tried to whip the hell out of you with it. I remember one kid got the tail whipped off him, and he was crying, and here we were 13, 14-year-old kids, and we're laughing like, what's he crying for? And come to look at his back, because there was a big mark of a belt buckle on his back. I mean, it was brutal, man. It was brutal times. And there were fights. And all the kids smoked and swore. I mean, the F word was like, hello. It was as common as hello there. And I'd tell you, it was a rough gang. And a lot of the kids were into drugs. And it's gotten worse. I mean, I don't think they have so many caddies anymore. They have mostly golf carts. But it was an experience. And it made you tough. It made you tough. It would steal from you, these kids. They'd beat you up. They'd lie to you, cheat you. Anything you can think of. Gang up on you. For no reason. And you learned. You learned. It was like, you gotta get yourself and cover your aces. And I think life is a lot like that. You cover yourself. Life is like hide the belt. You get out there and you think everything's fine, and some guy's got a belt and he don't care if he hits you with the buckle or not. So be aware. Be scared. Be smart. Be wary. And the smoother somebody seems, a lot of times they're not very smooth. They're going to try to get you. And it's a word to the wise. Learn from the caddy experience. Watch that Caddy Shack movie. It was a lot like that. It's a lot like that. But anyway, have a great one. It's Dr. Joe.